Hello and welcome. Today I am going to be playing Arma vindicta. So I've started a server. I have no one to join me because I've not got many friends on Steam. I'm new to Steam and I've been playing Vindicta for a bit, but not long enough to know what I'm really doing by myself. So I'm just going to be hopping in and playing today. And if people want to join, subscribe, stuff like that, and just watch what I'm doing and join me later and ask, and I'll probably will show you what my logging stuff, and I might even, and I don't know if I can keep the server open 24/7 so people can play. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find a way to do that. I can always just look it up, but I'll be playing Vindicta. So I hit the play button. And my mouse is kind of thing because it's a short space between me and my mouse. I click that once, so there I am, the rifleman group leader. I hit OK, and it does all this. I just want to show people what it's like to load into Vindicta as well as. So I don't know how long this will be because this is my first video I've made ever of a game. I've just figured out how to record. Later on I'll be editing, stuff like that. And if I pull away it's because I've got my phone next to me and people are messaging me and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do. So I've just got to wait for the game to load. It takes a few minutes to load. That's not including. This is just including the loading screen. It's not including the actual when you get into the actual game itself. It takes a while for the actual game itself to load when you're inside. It'll pull up this menu saying what it's doing. It'll have to load all the villages, all the compounds, and everything. So you'll see once I get in that there'll be this thing that says create or load, I'm pretty sure, an advanced setting. If you want to create a new one, just create it. And if you want Arma Vindicta, you need Arma and you need the Vindicta mod from Steam Workshop. Simple as. And actually, you need it. Once you go to the Vindicta, it'll tell you to download 3 more mods, and you need Ace Healing, and I can't remember the other 2. But they're the ones you'll need for definite, alongside Vindicta. And the one I'm using is Vindicta Alpha Updated, or Vindicta Alpha New, not the Vindicta Alpha Old version. There are 2 on Steam Workshop. I'm using the new one. And here we go, we're in the game. Kind of. I forget that's the. There we go. So I hit the create button there. It'll bring up this. It'll ask occupied outpost. I always set it to 50% because I didn't realise this, but the top one is how many enemies there are at outposts. So I'll put that down to like 60%. Let's go with 60 because that just means that there'll be 60. The compound will have 60% of the normal enemies that are there, and then the occupied outpost means that there'll be 50% of the outposts on the island will be occupied by the enemy, and there'll be another 50% that don't have anything. Turn police DLC on. You will need every DLC apart from the contact DLC, which is the one I don't have if you want to play with mine. So I'll just hit start, and this is what happens. It will load up eventually. I can't zoom in. I'm scrolling. It's not allowing me to zoom in. It won't zoom in until the map starts filling up. I've only set it to 16 players because, like I say, I'm playing by myself, so there's no point setting it more to like 10 or 11. Not 10 or 11, like 20 or 30. So just waiting. And the reason I know about this mod is because of a YouTuber, you might know him, you might not, called Rimmy Down Under. He put me onto this mod and I just saw it and thought it looked fun, and I thought it looked better than, it looks different to the, not better, but different to the mod Anti-Stasi, which I've also watched, but I watched another YouTuber for that called Soviet Wumble. So yeah, there's the two YouTubers that turn me on to these types of mods. If you haven't played Anti-Stasi before or Vindicta, they're very similar in what they are, but they're different because they're just different mods. Basically, they're a resistance-based game mode. You're on the island of Altis. Like I selected NATO. NATO has come to Altis, taken over, and has full control of the island. And your job is to spread influence through these villages and use that influence to take down NATO and start a resistance movement. Like if you look over here, this is an airfield. So this might have enemies on it. It's also a salt flat, if you know what a salt flat is. Not saying you don't, I'm just saying any younger audience members out there might not know what that is. It's where they mine salt. Also, there is an air base somewhere over here. There's another one. These are all towns and cities. How the game works is you won't, if you have a if you spot go near an outpost, you'll spot it. But if you spawn in a village with a police station, it will tell you that there is a police station there. Oh. My mouse was I left click too much. It decided to auto lock. This is your respawn point, but I've noticed that last game I was playing, which I wasn't recording, my respawn point, I clicked here but it didn't work, so then I had to click here and it works. So like if I click that, it'll spawn me on this island, it always does. I can walk, I can run, I can do everything. I can hit the deck, I can crouch. It'll take a few minutes, but once done, I can go to the, I can pull out my weapon, which it went to pull out a rocket launcher, realised I don't have a rocket launcher, then put it back, and then went to pull out the pistol. Also, that little top bar up there is telling me that I'm too far from roads. Basically, guards and soldiers will and police will think you're suspicious if you're too far from the road, which I don't really find realistic, but I'm guessing it's their sort of rules. So like there I'm getting closer to roads, which means that, because that over there is the mainland. Now I'm getting fatigued, I need to take a knee. Take a knee, or that's wrong button. Oh, there we go. My game's lagging. Oh no, I went into chat by accident. And then once I'm here, I just have to press X and stand back up. Also, if you're new to Arma, scroll wheel is how you activate this menu, the little one on the side that allows you to open doors, check inventory, get in cars. Also, your best option is if you see a car, even if it's not a civilian one, loot it, because it will have it might have, if like it's a police one or an army one, I've noticed that army ones and police ones have armor in them and have caps and stuff in them and helmets. But civilian vehicles will have firearms, medkits, and other things alongside bags. So if you find a civilian vehicle, it's not always bad to check its inventory. Because if you find like 4 or 5 of them and you have a group of like 10 people, each one has 8 to 10 people, each one has like 2 bags in them most of the time. Not always, they don't always have firearms, but I've noticed them have firearms. Sorry about the game lagging, it's probably because I'm recording. I normally don't have a problem with lagging this game, even though I have an alright internet. I'm not saying it's about my internet, but I've got Rust, and I've noticed in Rust I typically tend to lag a lot. Like a rubber band, I can't reload my weapon, stuff like that. But that's another game, so not going to talk about that. But I would play it, but it'd probably be unbearable for you to notice how bad I am at it. Well, not how bad I am typically, but how bad my character is. So I just got a message and I was just checking it. Sorry if I'm not moving, it's like I said, I got a message and I'm responding. And I don't want to, just ignore people because I'm recording a video. That's volume. Sorry, I've still got to figure out my keys on this keyboard. There we go. I forgot to turn the brightness up. That looks way better for everyone now. Yeah, there's a little thing up in the top right corner that's a recording thing. You won't be able to see that when the video goes out, but I can see it. It's just telling me I'm recording and how far I am in. I've set it to 2 hours, but I can set it for longer, I'm pretty sure, if I want to. Is there even a police station in this town, or I'm just running around rampant? No, there isn't. I believe they're power lines, but they're something I want to go to. So anybody who hasn't played Arma, how you do that is you double click on where you want and then you mark it, and I can set it to global channel. Okay. Wait. And I'll just hit M again. Hit backspace for that. Don't need that command. That's just the command structure. That's just telling AI what to do. If I hit backspace, it pulls up this. And if I hit 5, which is status, or if I hit 2, is that a vehicle? So you can talk to civilians, all that. So I'm pretty sure now 7. If I hit 7 and I hit M, I am pretty sure. No, okay. Never mind. I thought it marked it on the map for me, but it doesn't. That vehicle is destroyed, so there won't be anything there. Oh, and anybody who might not know this, but the game's made by Bohemia, and Bohemia, devs were actually arrested on this island, the real island, because of they wanted to get pictures for their game, and they took pictures of military installations, which of course I understand why. It's technically illegal to do that in any country. If you did it in America, you'd probably get arrested and sent to not even a prison, probably a military prison. So higher or even a supermax, but you probably won't get off easy. Because it's their thought of mindset is you're taking pictures, you're going to sell it to our enemies, and then our enemies are going to attack us. Because this island, if you don't know, is actually in the Mediterranean around Greece. It's one of the Greece islands. So I don't know if Altus is its real name, probably not, but still. That's just the farm. If I check my map, I need to be on that hill. Yeah, if you can see on my map. Oh, game's lagging. If you can see on my map how I've got an arrow pointing that way in front of the blue dot, that's telling you which way. That's telling me which way I'm facing. So the little red line indicates where I'm facing. And yeah, it can take a while to get into combat in this game, especially walking. And since there's no cars where I spawn, but if I quickly hit escape and I'm just gonna delete that and then make a new save. I might install more mods. I don't know yet. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a mod. I don't know if the actual name of it, but it's a takedown mod that Remy actually used once. It's a mod where you can, it's a melee mod basically. So you can actually take people down silently by, choking them out and stuff like that. An outpost is discovered. Oh yes, it finally all came through. So that's the airport. The outpost is in that general area. And the police stations are in these towns over here. And over here. The reason I'm heading this way though is because there's a relay station. I don't know if you can see it, but you see that tall tower there? You can see it better now when I zoom in. But that tall antenna at top is a radio station, I believe, a radio tower, so it could have potential guards there. And I'm fighting NATO, so I'm going to have to fight them, and I've only got a pistol, so I'm going to have to stay at range and pick them off. I've also found out that if you do pick them off with a weapon, it is quite easy to do, especially if you have a machine gun or a sniper. Even a submachine gun works. I once had a Vector just laid in the grass about 100 to 200 meters out from a compound and started lighting some guards up. Didn't even notice where I was. They just went on a patrol pattern. But I don't know if that's because I was in admin mode, not in admin mode, but in admin mode. Because I figured out that they don't shoot admins. I stood right next to some guards and they've never shot, and I shot them and they never shot me back. So it's always good every so often, if we do play together and I say take a knee, it just basically means do this. By the way, the more people we have, the more squads we can create. If we had like say 40, we could create 4 different squads, each one having a team lead, and then team leads respond to each other, so they always have a command structure. Oh,